The most dangerous moment in a young tennis player's career is not always the moment she loses. Sometimes, it is the moment she starts winning so often that everyone expects her to win again. That is where Alex finds herself now. Not long ago, the question was whether Alex could compete with the best. Now the question has changed. Can she beat them again? Can she do it when opponents have studied her game, prepared for her strengths, and arrived with a plan designed specifically to stop her? Cincinnati gave us an uncomfortable answer. But it also gave us something more valuable. A clear picture of what Alex must improve if she wants her breakthrough season to become the beginning of a much bigger career. Because this was not simply a loss. It was a test of what happens when a rising player meets an opponent who refuses to be overwhelmed. And that is why the third set matters so much. Before we get there, we need to understand the world Alex entered in Cincinnati. She had just won her maiden WTA title in Washington, D.C., and she did it at a WTA 500 event. In the final, she defeated Jessica Pegula, one of the most established players in American tennis. That victory changed the conversation around Alex. She was no longer simply a promising young player trying to break through. She was a WTA champion. For Filipino fans, the moment carried an even deeper meaning. Communities in the Philippines and around the world had watched Alex climb, fight through difficult matches, and repeatedly challenge opponents with more experience. Now there was proof. A trophy, a career-high ranking, and a growing list of victories over elite opposition. But success creates a strange problem in professional tennis. The moment you prove that you belong, people stop treating you like an unknown. Your opponents study you. They recognize your favorite patterns. They understand where your biggest weapons can hurt them. And they begin asking a different question. How do we stop Alex? That was the challenge waiting in Cincinnati. Across the net stood Amanda Anisimova, the 9th seed and world number 10. She was not simply another highly ranked opponent. She was a Grand Slam finalist and an experienced hard-court competitor whose aggressive baseline game can turn a rally into a pressure situation almost instantly. This was not a matchup where Alex could rely on surprise. Anisimova knew exactly what kind of player she was facing. And from the opening games, the match became a battle of adjustments. Alex started with real intent. Her movement looked sharp. She was willing to step into rallies rather than retreat. Her left-handed forehand created problems, particularly when she could find the right angle and take control of the exchange. But Anisimova did not panic. That detail is easy to overlook. Against a rising player with momentum, some opponents begin forcing shots. They rush. They try to end points too quickly because they feel the pressure of a player who is arriving with confidence. Anisimova did something different. She settled. Her serve helped her establish the first advantage in rallies. Her ball placement prevented Alex from building the exact rhythm she wanted. Instead of trying to win every point spectacularly, Anisimova concentrated on making the important points cleaner. Alex fought back after falling behind, showing the resilience that has become such a major part of her rise. But when the set reached its most important stages, Anisimova handled the pressure better. She took the opening set 6-4. On the scoreboard, Alex was behind. But the match was far from over. And the second set proved it. Alex came back with greater aggression and sharper intent. She was not content to let Anisimova dictate the rhythm. She looked for the first opportunity to take control of rallies, and this time those decisions produced results. She broke Anisimova. She protected her service games. She began finding cleaner targets. Suddenly, the match was moving in the opposite direction. This is one of the most exciting qualities about Alex. A difficult set does not automatically become a difficult match. She can absorb a setback and rebuild. The second set became her statement. She won it 6-4. One set each. At that moment, the entire match had been reset. And this is where deciding sets become fascinating. Both players know the opponent has already found a way to hurt them. Both have evidence that their original plan is not enough. Both know the other side will make adjustments. The question becomes, who can identify the adjustment first? Anisimova answered that question in the third set. She did not react emotionally to losing the second. She became more efficient. Her service games became more authoritative. She reduced the number of comfortable opportunities Alex could create. When Alex tried to increase the pace, Anisimova was ready to redirect the pressure. That is where elite experience becomes visible. Experience is not simply the number of matches a player has played. It is the ability to recognize patterns while the match is still happening. It is knowing when to attack and when to wait. It is understanding that losing a set does not mean the strategy has failed completely. And it is having enough composure to make changes without abandoning your identity. Anisimova showed those qualities. Alex continued fighting, but the openings became harder to find. The third set slipped away 6-2. That score can look one-sided. The story was more complicated. Alex did not suddenly stop being dangerous. Instead, Anisimova became harder to break down, and Alex was unable to find the counter-adjustment quickly enough. That is the lesson. And it starts with the serve. Alex's serve has become one of the foundations of her game. When it is working at a high level, it gives her free points, protects her from immediate pressure, and allows her powerful ground strokes to become even more dangerous. But against a top 10 opponent, simply landing serves is not enough. The placement matters. The percentage matters. The ability to produce a strong first serve when the score is tight matters. And the second serve has to avoid becoming a target. Cincinnati showed that Alex could hold and compete, but she did not consistently create the kind of serving advantage that could protect her when the baseline battle became difficult. That does not mean her serve is a weakness. It means the serve has another level to reach. And the same is true of the return. Anisimova's first serve is a major weapon, but no serve is untouchable. When Alex gets a second serve opportunity, she needs to turn that moment into pressure. At the highest level, 1 or 2 additional aggressive returns can change an entire set. A deep return can force a defensive ball. A clean first strike can put the server immediately under pressure. A well-chosen target can turn a neutral point into an attacking point. These details rarely become headlines, but they decide matches. Then comes the biggest issue: what happens after Alex wins a set? The second set showed that she can take control. The third showed that taking control once is not the same as keeping control. That difference separates a player who can produce an upset from a player who can repeatedly defeat elite opponents. When Alex won the second set, Anisimova did not give her the match. She reset. She changed the rhythm. She protected the important points. And Alex had to respond again. That is the next stage of her development. Not simply learning how to play her best tennis. Learning how to find another solution when the opponent has already answered the first one. That is difficult. It takes experience. It takes video analysis. It takes repetition against different styles. And it takes the emotional discipline to avoid panicking when the match suddenly moves away from you. For Alex, Cincinnati can become valuable precisely because it exposed these areas so clearly. Imagine the work that can come from this match. Study Anisimova's serving patterns. Look at where the difficult returns came from. Identify the points where Alex had an opening but could not convert. Study what changed immediately after the second set. Ask why Anisimova was able to protect her service games more effectively. Then build those answers into practice. That is how a defeat becomes useful. Not by simply saying, "I need to play better." By asking exactly what needs to change. And there is another reason this loss should not be treated as a crisis. Look at what Alex has already done. She has beaten 7 top 10 players in a single season. She has won a WTA title. She has climbed to a career-high ranking. She has proven that she can compete with players who were once considered far beyond her reach. Those achievements do not disappear because one match went the other way. If anything, the reaction to Cincinnati shows how much the expectations have changed. Earlier in her rise, a loss against a top 10 player could have been viewed as valuable experience. Now people are asking why Alex did not finish the match after winning the second set. That is a completely different standard. It is also a sign of progress. The tennis world is no longer asking whether Alex belongs. It is beginning to ask how far she can go. That question brings pressure. And pressure is part of becoming an elite athlete. Before the breakthrough, Alex could play with the freedom of someone chasing a dream. After the breakthrough, she has something to defend. her ranking, her reputation, her momentum, the expectations of fans, and, most importantly, the belief she has created in herself. That can be heavy, but pressure can also become fuel. The greatest players eventually learn to use expectations instead of being controlled by them. They understand that losing a match does not mean they have lost their identity. They understand that an opponent playing better is not proof that they are getting worse. And they understand that one difficult result is simply another piece of information. That is the mindset Alex needs now. Cincinnati should not be remembered as the tournament where her momentum stopped. It should be remembered as the tournament that showed her what the next level demands. Because the first stage of Alex's rise was about proving she could break through. The next stage is about proving she can stay there. That is much harder. A breakthrough can happen in 1 week. Consistency takes an entire season. Winning one big match can create headlines. Winning those matches repeatedly creates a reputation. And eventually, the goal is to become the opponent other players fear before they even step onto the court. Alex is moving toward that stage. But she is not there yet. And that is okay. At 21, she does not need to have every answer. What matters is whether she continues learning. Every elite player has losses that expose something. A champion is not someone who never experiences those moments. A champion is someone who refuses to waste them. That is the opportunity Alex has now. She can take the frustration of Cincinnati and turn it into specific work. Improve the first serve percentage. Sharpen placement under pressure. Make the second serve harder to attack. Become more aggressive and consistent on returns. Learn to recognize tactical changes faster. And develop a stronger plan for deciding sets. None of those improvements are glamorous. There may be no viral celebration when they happen. There may be no giant headline saying that Alex has improved her return position by a few inches. But those details can decide careers. Cincinnati showed Alex what the next level demands. Now the response belongs to her. If she learns, adapts, and returns stronger, this loss may become something much bigger. Forever.